Hi, welcome back to Grid Gym. I'm Adam Reese. This behind me is where we do our exercising. So I think we're going to make this into a little bit of a series, but this is the no you can'ts of exercise. And I really don't like that word can't. We actually have but there are certain things that just have no physiological advantage that we see in the exercise world on a regular basis. And that's what this series is going to be about. And if you'd like to get a one-on-one with us, so that you can go through your individual circumstances and figure out what is best strategy for you moving forward. How many strength training sessions should you do a week? How many high intensity interval training sessions should you do a week? How many times should you do steady state cardio? What should you eat? Are you a person that would be more, do better on a kind of high protein, high fat diet, or are you someone that would do better on a high carb, high protein type diet? Everybody's just a little bit different. There's tons of nuance to this, and if you're interested in getting one of those, go ahead and click down below. It's free. I mean, it's one of our ways of just like giving back and being like, we want to be helpful. And then on top of that, as far as like signing up, if you do sign up, great. Obviously we want you to, but that's not what the session's about. The session is about giving you so much value that you're using it for years from now and giving back, and then in turn, over time, that goodwill just builds up and you come in here and actually join. So, or someone does. But anyway, the no you can'ts of exercise to we're gonna talk about here is the how people are trying to, in the fitness world, people are trying to do their strength training and their cardio at the same time. Now, this is absurdly silly. That's why I say, like, the no you can'ts of exercise. There's no physiological advantage to try and doing both of these at the same time, because but it does get confusing. So I get why people are confused about the topic, because it looks like they're doing strength-esque exercises. They're doing squats, they're doing lunges, they're doing push-ups and chin-ups and bench press and all of these different exercises in these circuits, but at the same time they're getting their heart rate up because they're not letting their rest periods go too far, so they're getting the cardio and the strength training at the same time. Now, the problem with this is not just that you're asking for injury because of the fatigue of doing technically poor executed exercises, but also you don't leave the variability between humans, because some people shouldn't be doing lunges, some people shouldn't be doing squats, some people definitely shouldn't be doing bench press with the barbell. So that's one. The second, but the most obvious one, is that you can't actually express the amount of strength that you do have when you're tired. So you're not actually working on strength. That's a cardio workout. It's not a strength training workout, even though you're doing strength-esque exercises within that workout. For instance, you could use this right behind me. There's a sled right there. We can push the sled down, we can push the sled back. Now, if we wait 2 minutes in between doing the sled back and forth, or 4 minutes or 5 minutes, maybe that's more strength oriented. But if we do the sled, and then we do those ropes down there, and then we do those rings, and then we come back here and we do those kettlebells, and we only take 30 seconds in between each one of the exercises, even though those are all strength-esque type exercises where we're taxing the muscle, the heart rate is up and fatigue is up so high that you're actually not getting much of a strength effect from that. Strength is neural, not muscular, and I should separate these two. So anyway, so when you're fatigued, you can't express the strength. You just can't do it, and you're going to get hurt trying to do so. Now, the next thing is just classifying when is strength the thing. Well, strength is really only the thing when you're doing about less than 5 reps. So if you're doing 2, 3, 4 reps, you're in the strength category. When you're getting up above that, you're actually getting into fatiguing the muscle to the point that you're actually into kind of more muscle building. And then when you go, you're actually going beyond that to where the heart rate is just having to recover so quickly that you're just doing cardio. So there's 3 different kinds. You have alactic, glycolytic, and aerobic. Those are your cardios. If you're doing those, you're not doing strength training. If you're doing strength training, there's lots of rest. So I would encourage you, if you're going to do your strength training stuff, take plenty of rest in between each one of your exercises, get the full amount out of what you're trying to do, and that will actually help you with less injuries just in general, and that isn't even going into exercise prescription. Now, when you're trying to do your cardio and you're trying to do higher intensity interval training, you do want to get different exercises in some kind of circuit so that it breaks up the monotony. Drive your heart rate up, let it fall. Drive your heart rate up, let it fall. Drive your heart rate up with restricted recovery time. So let's say like 20 seconds to 90 seconds, depending on what you're going for. And then if you're doing steady state cardio, you're just keeping the heart rate up. You're just keeping moving. You can still do steady state cardio with circuit training. We do it out here in our tune-up workouts. You're just keeping the heart rate at that steady pace for about 30 to 45 minutes. Anyway, it's a little bit on exercise and some of the stuff. No, you cannot do your strength training and your cardio at the same time. Very silly, has no benefits, and I would encourage you not to do it. And if you're interested in how we would set up the program for you and to get some insight into what might work best for your individual self, go ahead and click that link down below and enter your information. We'll give you a call. There will be no pressure, nothing like that. And I mean, really, even if you do sign up at Grit Gym, everything's by the week anyway. So if you hated your first week, it's like no harm, no foul. You know, you're out. But anyway, if we can't help you, there's a guarantee down there too. So this is absolutely risk-free. Go and click down below. We just want to help. Anyway, is there anything else about that? Nah, this video is long enough anyway. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Comment, like down below. Click that button.